I know I started recording with a notion that this album was going to be a heavy album, and we went to put down a load of the heavier tracks, and we recorded a couple of them, but then we'd put down something like Grey Room that night, and we just listened back and went, ooh. You know, one moment in life you have this feeling where this notion that this thing means that for this reason, and then in another place, well, I find anyway, you can change your mind entirely about something.
Well, I've been here before, sat on a floor in a grey room where I stay in all day.
But some of the songs from this record are from quite a few years back, and it was the same with O, in that it wasn't like a record of the moment, it was just, it was a record of a certain mood, and this is like a record of the same mood of songs plucked from different eras, you know. It's not the same mood, it's like, but it's very similar. I had this notion that it was going to be a massively different record, but it just turned out to be whatever it is.
Crawling back home again, stuck by a phone again.
I mean, start an album and get to a point where, or start it with this idea that this is what it's going to be, but then when I get to the point where it's coming close to finishing, whatever songs are recorded, ready, and turn out well, and happen to start bundling together, just end up making up the album. And I might have these notions of what I think a title for the album would be at the beginning, but then that changes, and right at the point of the finishing of the album, there is a title which is the strongest, and that's just sitting there and just feels like it's right. That's one of the things that I've kind of decided recently. I don't want to reveal or talk to people about what the songs are about, because why? Because that, to me, feels like you're putting it in a box. This is what the song is about, so when you listen to this song, please think this way about it. And so you're guiding people down a certain path, and I think it's more interesting to just let people just take it in.
Give my gun away when it's loaded, is that alright? You don't shoot it.
I think it's a very different experience just listening to a song than it is opening up, getting in an album, opening up the cover and reading the lyrics while the song is going along. It's such a different experience. I think we were just more connected, or we were more connected in the recording of this record as musicians from having just played with each other. So, and they were more involved as well. They helped out with the actual recording a lot more this time, in terms of pressing buttons and setting up stuff and miking up things, and their input as well, just from a point of view of giving opinions on certain things, or creatively getting more involved this time. There was more of that going on, you know. And with this record, people got stuff faster. I think that's what I'm feeling, is that they just got it faster because they were more. Although it was saying that, Jesus, we had some tough recording sessions. I mean, we didn't actually really do that much recording, but it was spread out over a period of time. And there was one time where we did a few days in Robbie's mother's house. That's where we recorded Grey Room. And there was another time we went to this big house down the country, the whole 5 of us, and it was good. It was a lovely place, but it was tough. It was just tough. Because we put something down and I'd listen back and it just didn't sound right, and we put something else down. And I don't know if we were just out of shape or what it was, but we had this notion. I think we went down there with a sort of a plan. And it didn't quite go to plan. And a lot of stuff, for me, I don't know if I resist plans, I don't know what it is. But when I find that when I crash, or we crash as a band, because we have these ideas of what we should do, shouldn't do, we push with that, and then we crash, we get disappointed and fall. That in that moment, when you fall and crash and burn, you find, you stop thinking and stop over-processing everything. I find they're the times when something really good usually happens.
For sure.